Starving for truth. Closer to where I started. I'm chasing after you. I'm falling even more. I like how I looked at you and you're just like, oh, I better start following in. That's not what I meant to do at all.
I do know the harmony.
I don't want to bully you into singing a
No,
Lifehouse song.
I've been singing it since we've been setting up.
Oh, yeah. You tend to
There is nothing else.
Tigercop. It's great is there were like guys around that time that like picked up girls using that song, you know? Picked them up, like literally picked them up in a car. That song was playing and the girl was like, this is my favorite song. And then now they have 6 kids.
Didn't we talk about that last time about how like that was like the sexy stuff and it was just like moody dudes like
People had sex to that.
Generally moody
rock dudes.
Yeah.
Now it's different. Now it's moody tattoo guys
Well,
with face
the
tattoo
zeitgeist told you to just be moody all the time. That's what the zeitgeist told you.
You have to be like, I tried heroin.
Yeah.
It was a terrible time, but kept me going after the breakup.
You need to be brooding.
To
be
heroin brood.
Yeah, to be interesting. That's what we're doing. How are we doing?
Oh yeah, how are we doing? How are we doing? I want to say it. How are we doing?
You say it.
I just
What's up?
I just want to remind you guys that people used to have sex to that song.
Used to. I still do. I don't know.
Lifehouse on loop.
I don't know what you're boning to. Man,
we should introduce. Well, this is Tigercop episode 2. By the way,
episode 2. Why do I have a roofing
I feel like
catalog in my hand?
I need to shout out to Austin, my brother, one more time for this logo, just because he
showed up
out of the kindness of his heart.
Not to the city of Austin, but to the man Austin.
Made that logo.
And also the city of Austin. Let's
so who's that?
This is Bruce Smith Jr., guest producer, episode 2. How we doing, buddy?
Pretty good. I'm thinking this is just like Star Wars Episode 2, just completely unnecessary.
Yeah, you warned me.
Yeah. Are you making? Are you gonna make Star Wars Episode 2 jokes all the whole time?
No, not at all. I will be looking at Star Wars Episode 2 memes.
You know what? Yeah, go for it because I'll just cut to that every now and then just to show what you're looking at, and we don't have to even talk about it if we don't want it, unless you find a really good one. But I'll leave the feed going so people can look at Star Wars prequel memes. Oh yeah, well, except for the Spotify listeners, I feel like we need to make an effort to be a more audio based, like for those folks.
I don't give a shit.
All right, well, watch the video. It's funny.
If you're listening, love you, but also watch the video. Don't miss out. Yeah, come over to Video World.
Yeah,
it's funner. You could put us on while you're eating dinner.
Smart TVs. It looks really good on a smart TV.
Yeah, just like eat dinner and watch us. We'll be your dinner partners. Mm-hmm. I know I have a good food voice. I don't know.
Food voice.
Yeah, that's the thing I just made up. How we doing, man? I'm feeling good, dude. It's we're doing this one a little earlier in the day. I'm a morning person. I'm a bit of a morning person. I'm a day person, I would say.
What's a morning person to you? What time is that?
I don't know. 9. Wake up at 9.
Okay.
Morning person. That's what I mean by morning person is you wake up
Most
at 9.
morning people are like, I'm up at 5:50 and I go for a jog.
Yeah. My dad wakes up at like 3:30 a.m. I'm like, how do you even do that?
So when does he fall asleep?
I have no idea.
3:30 a.m.
8, 9. Yeah, man, we're doing good.
When do your parents fall asleep? Post a comment below.
Hi, comments on when your parents fall asleep. And look, I don't care when they fall asleep. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Made a little tortilla,
A little brekkie.
A little tortilla, some chorizo. Huh?
It smelled like breakfast sausage when I came in.
Yeah,
here.
it's just chorizo, man.
Yeah.
A little tortilla, huh? Hey, little tortilla. Hey, what is your tortillas, huh? Huh? You ever walk into a room, look at somebody, be like, "Where's your tortillas?" Huh? Just.
Are you Italian asking about Mexican food?
Well, no, I'm Mexican, man.
Where's your tortillas? Where's your tortillas? I come here for one fucking thing.
Yeah.
And you don't provide when I walk in.
Where's your tortillas, huh? Like, I don't know, man. This guy walked in, asked everyone where his tortillas were. Not too sure.
The most controversial post I've ever made on social media was me saying that I think that tacos are just better on average with flour tortillas in Austin. Like, not that I don't like corn tortillas. I just don't like taking the gamble of getting shitty corn tortillas.
Yeah, and
you started a flame war too, and then Andrew started it over again.
Yeah.
That's right. You were.
Yeah, Andrew goes, "Hey, where'd that post
this
go about the tortillas?" And you're like, "No."
Oh yeah. Did you delete it?
I had to delete that post out of sheer anger. Okay, I couldn't engage any further. I was so mad.
Well, Bruce, that's the problem with discourse today, is that you can't handle controversy, and quite frankly, we need more of it. So I'd appreciate if you brought that post back.
But I understood because the corn tortillas in Austin fall apart, and they try to fix that by having 2 of them. But why not just cook them the right way?
Just cook them. They don't cook them, okay? I love corn tortillas. I agree. A good corn tortilla is better than a flour tortilla.
It is a good one.
On par, though, they're trash.
I mean...
and they ruin my fucking day.
Okay? Trash tortillas.
I mean, look, it's not going to work if the contents within the tortilla are not properly salted, all right?
Yeah.
Salt the contents. I need a good salt to corn ratio. All right, or sprinkle a little salt on top of the tortilla before you put on everything else. But here's the secret, boys and girls looking at home and around the world listening in Japan. What El Milagro,
yeah,
paper wrapped corn tortillas, white corn tortillas. Not trying to be racist, just the white corn, a little fluffier. All right, fry it 15 seconds each side in peanut oil in a skillet. Fry it up. Thank me later. All right.
All right.
Delicious.
I will try that.
Yeah, it's your tortilla tip of the day.
Episode 2,
should I make
tortilla
a little theme?
tips. Yeah.
Episode 2, tortilla chips. I mean, tips. Tortilla tips.
Tortilla chips.
What's going on, man?
I just want to clarify that, like, I didn't delete that post out of cowardice, okay?
Okay.
It was restraint. This is restraint, me holding back from being angry, okay? I don't want to be angry, Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, anger is a gift, you know?
It's true.
Zach De La Rocha, if Rage Against the Machine taught us one thing, it's that anger is a gift.
And
While we're on the topic of food, should I tell the German story?
Tell the German story. You went and got...
Well, let me start it. There's a Austin Music Video Festival this week, shout out, and met a very nice pair of Germans, and they, I was like, yeah, well, you flew all this way, like, you having the good food and stuff, and they're like, no, what do we get? And I was like, well, barbecue and tacos. And they're like, oh, I think we heard about that. And the girl says, Victoria, she says, shout out to you guys. I'll link this to you so you see it.
Yeah.
She was like, I just really wanted to go to Panera. And we're like, she's like, I used to be in America for a year a long time ago, and I love Panera. And so I want to go to Panera. And I'm like, okay, there's better, but I get that. And then the next day I see him, she's like, yeah, we walked 2 hours to like Slaughter or something to get Panera from the hostel. And I was like, okay, cool. And then she says, but next we want to get Panda Express. And I was like, all right, hold the phone. Can I take you guys to get barbecue tomorrow? Just because I can't, like, whenever me and Bruce have traveled to Europe, like the locals, they show you the good shit. You gotta make it an enriching experience.
Yeah. What if to them Panda Express is the good shit?
I know I wasn't judging, but I was like, I cracked jokes at him about it, but I didn't judge. I was just like, let's get barbecue. So I drove him down to Lockhart to Smitty's, and because the sausage and Germans and sausage, and they loved it. They were blown away. They were like, holy shit! And it was actually a really good Smitty's. Some of those barbecue places on and off. Yeah. But that was a really good day. And I assume they went to Panda Express yesterday after all that.
I hope they did.
And they're like, what is in this pecan pie? And I'm like, it's the same thing as the orange chicken goo, but isn't this better?
Yeah, there you go.
Just sugar goo.
Well, that's
anyway,
cool.
Hey guys.
Hi, German
Have
barbecues.
a good flight back.
I was talking to some Canadians about a year or two ago, and I forgot where, but they were just like, "Hey, can't wait to go back to the States." Are you pulling up Canadians?
I like this.
Bruce is
pulling up. He's
on the producer.
He's illustrating the episode.
And they were just
researching.
I think they lived in Newfoundland, and they were just like, "Yeah, I can't wait to go to Taco Bell. I just want Taco Bell." And
I understand that because I love Taco Bell.
Yeah, and they just needed it, like they craved it. They were like fiending for Taco Bell.
It's a chemical, man. It's an addictive chemical, whatever's in that meat.
So when I moved here from Florida, Taco Bell was the only tacos that I'd pretty much ever eaten. Man. And besides what my parents made, which were
Taco Tuesday,
Old
like
El
the Paso.
shells, exactly. And then I came here to Dallas, and like we went to Taco Cabana every day, twice a day for like a month and a half.
Yeah,
it was the best
that's
food
the
I've ever.
greatest.
Yeah, thinking it was the greatest. I mean, now.
Meanwhile, they're
it's
microwaving
insane.
the steak. Sorry, go ahead.
No, they grill it. It's good. They
Yeah.
make the tortillas fresh. Like it's still not bad, but my idea of tacos has changed and evolved.
I remember when Taco Cabana was like highfalutin Taco Bell. You know, like it was fancy.
Yeah, that was the same when I got here. I'm like, oh, cool. There's a place I can go.
Yeah,
that's like Taco Bell 1.5x quality. But since it takes so long in line,
did you say 1.5x?
Yeah.
Like it's like Taco Bell times 1.5x.
Yeah, as far as quality, but like it takes so long to sit in that line in the hours that you would normally want to get those tacos, which is 2 to 7 a.m. that I gave up and just started my Taco Bell.
Can I tell you guys a Taco Bell story?
Yep.
Sure.
So I pretty much boycotted Taco Bell for years just because
they missed you.
Yeah, I know they missed me.
They missed you.
Because I got kicked out of a Taco Bell in high school for standing on a table, and I was like, you know what? I don't appreciate that kind of oppression. So anyway, I tried to go to McDonald's one night, 1:40 in the morning, and the McDonald's line was wrapped all the way around the building. And then next door, Taco Bell, there's nobody. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go to Taco Bell. Pull into the window. Nobody in the line whatsoever. And sitting there 30 seconds, 40 seconds, silence. And I'm like, hello. And like, what? Literally, exactly like that. What? Could I get 2 chicken quesadillas? We don't got no chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, could I get beef? We ain't got beef. Well, what do you have? Silence. Hello? Silence. You should have got here earlier. And then that was it.
That was it. That's no answer.
No answer. They were mad.
You lived out the Monty Python cheese shop sketch.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, what do you have? Or no, it's like, do you have chicken? Or do you have the beef? It's like, no, we don't have the beef. It's like, that's the most popular item you have. And he's like, well, not at this store, sir. Well, what's the most popular item here? And it's like, oh, that's the quesarito. It's like, I'll have one of those. Oh, we're all out of that.
It's there's a mixed bag of feelings that comes with being mishandled by fast food employees, because you feel kind of dirty, like you've been cheated, but also you're just like, oh, you work at a fast food place, so I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, oh, well, you work for I don't know what wage it is, maybe $10, $11 now, I guess. Like,
hopefully,
at least you got an even wage. You're not freaking out working for tips.
I worked at a McDonald's for 2.5 years in Stark, Florida, which is exactly how it sounds.
Did you listen to episode 1? I mentioned you when we were talking about how to get the right quarter pounder.
You gotta ask for the seasoning, dude,
and the extra edges.
No idea.
Edges.
Had no idea there was a secret McDonald's menu. That's crazy.
I mean, who's gonna?
Well, here's the thing, though. Nobody will be happy that you ask for these things. Like
Okay.
it is not like they know what they're doing. Like, no, they're gonna be pissed that they have to make it fresh. Basically, I did it because I'm just an enthusiastic employee for whatever reason.
Are you shopping
Literally
for cat
the
toys?
best
No,
McDonald's.
I looked up mixed bag of feelings, and it's basically like these little things that show
Dude,
you.
are you
feelings.
trying out for permanent producer position right now? Because you're nailing it. Basically, just Googling everything we say.
Just so you guys know,
typing in everything
Kimochi's mixed bag of feelings is only 15 pounds.
Okay.
And you can get all 10 feelings that exist in plushy form.
Oh, is that supposed to be a Pixar grab?
No, I have no idea what this is supposed to be, but I'm okay with it.
That's just something that an emotionally maladjusted millennial would buy.
Oh my God!
And call
Stop
it their
saying all
therapy
of these
toy.
perfectly searchable words.
Yeah.
If someone walked around with the happy one all day, you'd probably feel weird though. You'd be like I feel like I should hit him. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's fine. I would hit him too. Man, yeah. Taco. Yeah, I don't know, some guy hit some Taco Bell employee. Went at some dude with a machete.
Oh yeah,
a few days ago. Like he was an employee. He was working the drive-through window. Some guy mouthed off to him. Came up to the window. Dude brandished a machete, which apparently he just keeps a machete with him in the drive-through window.
Dude,
and,
you never know.
Tried to stab the guy in his car. And this was in Austin. This is like a week ago.
Oh man!
Wow.
We've had weird stab things go down here.
Well, as the city grows, as does
Out of
its
control.
violence.
Would you rather be stabbed or shot?
Shot.
Yeah.
Stabbing, that just sounds very intimate. I don't want to have that kind of intimate
Ooh,
relationship
like in,
with somebody who attacks
Saving
me.
Private Ryan.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the opposite of sex, but like just as intimate.
I mean, stabbing is a euphemism for sex.
Yeah.
But like you're still right there face to face, you know.
Speaking
And
of,
it's like sex in a way that like it's probably it goes down a little better if you're drunk, you know. If you're drunk and you get stabbed, probably a more enjoyable experience than if you're sober.
Slightly more enjoyable.
Yeah, slightly more enjoyable to get stabbed drunk than sober.
Speaking of crimes out in the world, you said you saw something go down at at the grocery store today.
Oh yeah, man! I just saw some guy getting arrested. It's I don't know what for. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I was walking by out front of the HEB, and I saw an HEB employee hand a cop the guy's belongings, and I'm pretty sure it was like a bottle of lube. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was going on.
Gotta stay slick, man.
Not sure what that guy was doing. He definitely looked like a man that would carry a bottle of lube into an HEB. So I'm not too sure. But it just like got me thinking. It got me thinking like, man, if I was a cop and like the first 10 times I had to arrest somebody, I think I would just apologize to him the whole time. Like I don't know. Like I don't know.
Your week's gonna suck, man.
Yeah, there's definitely people that handle that sort of power better than others. And definitely there's a lot of people that handle it imperfectly. Most people handle it imperfectly. But I don't think I'm meant to have it just because I was thinking about that. Like, oh, man, you have the whole power of the government behind you. You're like the enforcement arm of the government, literally. And so you have this thing where you have to like, oh, I'm going to place you as a part. I'm going to take away your freedom right now. And it's just like, oh, man, that's crazy. You have to be able to like. The trust we place in police officers is crazy, you know. Not necessarily to say that it's misplaced or anything like that. It's just like, man, that's a lot of you know. I don't know. It's just weird. I think I would just apologize to people a lot.
Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen the giant building-sized advertisement for the Austin Police Department?
No.
It's on the side of their headquarters, right?
Yeah, it's on the side of their headquarters.
You got a pic?
Why does a police department have to advertise itself? Like
recruitment.
Yeah, but it's not. They're actually stopped recruitment in Austin right now, so they can retrain people to not be racist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Like there's like a whole controversy right now where the city's basically like forcing them to audit their entire program and how they train people.
That sounds like something from one of those like dystopian, slightly funny '90s action movies.
That's exactly what I thought.
It's like the Austin Police Department, and it's like. Yeah.
Well, it's a PR thing because like they're getting so much bad press for being like institutionally racist, you know, like in the way that they train people, and the billboard says like Austin safer together, or you know,
50%
one
less
city
racist.
safer together.
50% now with 40% less racism. I don't know how that works. I don't like people talk about racism with police, and all I have to go off of because I'm white and I've never had to deal with it. Like I just literally, and I'm that's a very apolitical. It's like I've never had to deal with it. I know a lot of my black friends have said that driving while black is a real thing.
Absolutely.
So the only reference point I have to go off of is that. So it's like, oh man, maybe that is a thing. I've seen podcast episodes where former like members of like the Baltimore Police Department will talk about institutionalized racism and things like that. So I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I mean, it's one of those deals where it's like, I don't know if I know enough to really comment on it. I don't know if I have enough life experience to comment on it. All I know is even I had my car searched once. Some guy I was driving like 10 years ago, driving around Manchac and Ben White, and somebody had been smoking a cigarette in my truck, and then I dropped them off, and then I was driving to my apartment, and cop pulled me over for taillight, smelled the smoke in my car, and just assumed that I also had pot, and I didn't. But he tore my truck apart, like dumped all my shit out onto the floor of my car, and while he was doing that, saw my books and then like had a conversation. We had a conversation like while he was like ransacking my possessions. We had like a conversation about Henry Rollins. He's like, "Oh, you like Henry Rollins, huh?" I was like, "Yeah, man. I mean, I'm a fan." He's
I
like,
was actually heading home to read some of this book.
Yeah, it was like, "Oh, I've got that book at home." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's really weird because it's you know." So I'm that's like the extent of the interactions I've had with police.
Right. It usually ends with well, be more careful, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, I've never felt like my life in danger just from a simple interaction with a police officer. And like, that's a privilege that we get that black people don't. And I didn't know that until I was 15 and I made friends with my first like black friend. And It was completely blind. I had no fucking idea that even existed until then.
I don't know. It's a crazy thing. There are a lot of really good cops that don't do that, and there are also a lot that do.
Yeah.
I think it's just like anything else where it's, you can't. I think it's really unfair to say that any profession, unless you're a politician, like it pretty much any profession except professional politician, where it's just like, oh, you can't. It's not fair to paint an entire thing one thing. It's just like you got to be honest and be like, look, there's a lot of bad people that do this, and there are a lot of good people that do this. And I think anything else is just like it's a weird generalization. I'm not sure, but I think it's one of those things. I think there's a lot of stuff that goes on politically and stuff like that where people want to have opinions about something, and you really don't have enough information. If you're being honest, you don't have enough information to form a good opinion on it. Healthcare, have no idea how that shit works. No idea how it works. I don't know how any of it works. It's crazy. It's a crazy system. I was driving Lyft a short while ago, and I took a doctor to the airport, and we were stuck in traffic, and we just talked about the healthcare system for 45 minutes. In that 45 minutes, I did not learn a single new damn thing other than doctors probably want like a public healthcare option because it makes it easier for everybody. And that was pretty crazy. But like other than that, he was explaining the whole thing. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I play bass and say stupid, funny shit. And that's what I do with my life. So like, I don't know the first thing about how the healthcare industry works. It's just like, but like so many of our opinions on like politics, things like that are based around these systems that we really don't know a lot about. If you're being honest, maybe some people do. Maybe some people do a lot of reading, but it's like, I don't know. The average person probably doesn't know that much about 90% of the issues.
I think that there's some things in life that you can definitely paint with a broad stroke.
Yeah,
like police,
politicians,
and power, and how power is held and wielded by average, ordinary motherfuckers with guns.
Yeah.
Like in a city like Austin, a supposedly progressive city, like they literally have to stop training new police officers when we need them more than ever, honestly. Like the city's crime rate's going up.
Yeah.
Like the homeless population is expanding and spreading all across the city. And they have to literally say, you know what? These guys are being told to be calloused and shitty.
Right.
In a progressive city.
Speaking
and when you go outside of this, it's way worse.
I mean, are they being told that, or is that just kind of like a flawed system built on a flawed system built on a flawed system, and it's one of those things that's just hereditary? I don't know if they're being told to be calloused and shitty, and I don't know if it's hard to say what percentage of those officers probably need that training. I probably will say that whole deal is a lot for optics, because a lot of it is. It's all based on optics.
100%.
And wanting to appear, like you're correct and stuff like that.
It's a very political move for the city of Austin, too. So
speaking of crime rate and shit, I had a freaky moment last night that the lifts were all like $20 to get 1 mile. Maybe everyone went home for Christmas or something.
The surge?
The surge was insane, and it wasn't even like closing time yet.
Where were you? Downtown?
I was downtown, and I wanted to get to my house, and it was $20. So I took a scooter.
Take a pedicab?
No, a scooter, and I got to Riverside and 35, and there was like a man like chattering to himself on that corner, and he was helping this guy fix his bike, but the guy's bike didn't need help fixing, but the guy was just kind of letting him do it, and then kind of biked off. Then he comes up to me and he's like, no, what you need to do is you need to put down the kickstand for a second. And I'm like, no, the scooter's working. He's like, yeah, but go ahead and put down kickstand for a second. I'm like, it's fine, man, I'm good. And then I kind of like turned my head, like, stop making eye contact with him.
Yeah.
And he was like, now you got to use the brake. And then he just started going like, brr, brr, I got a 12 gauge. Oh, you got silence. You doing silence.
Yeah.
And then I booked. I was like, what the hell do you do?
What do you even do?
I just fucking
I give most of our homeless brethren, just give them one of those.
But this was like, if I didn't want to even do any action towards him, because he seemed like he had a very different mindset than I did. And I didn't want to I didn't know what sets him off into that 12 gauge world that he's thinking about.
I don't know what you're doing. Hey man, I'm gonna just leave now. Thanks, appreciate it. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, I was like,
Please
it's working, man. We're
me.
good. And I just kind of.
I think you just don't engage. If somebody's like crazy. Like, you just don't engage, dude.
Hey, man. Is it like that guy on the right of your screen right there?
That's exactly
Who's that? Yeah, don't engage with that guy.
Don't engage with any of these
Definitely
people.
don't
actually,
engage.
Except this guy.
For our listeners, it's an old man about 70 with a Gene Simmons tongue and wide eyes.
He's ready to just slurp it right up. I'm telling you.
Life. Let's get a little philosophical here.
All right.
Well, we're on the subject. We touched on homelessness.
Andrew,
we
you know I
touched
love
on
to do
police. I know. Well, we got Bruce Smith here from his band Mid-Century. By the way, go check them out. A little mid-roll advertisement. Mid-Century. Listen to them. They're good people. Good music. Anyway,
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them. There's don't you play keyboards in that band?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. All right. So I don't know. Okay, so we're talking about homelessness. We're talking about police. Do we live in an age? I think about this a lot. Do we live in an age where too many, more problems are presented to us in the media than we can feasibly address as a society in an effective manner? So I guess the information to action ratio is what we're talking about. So is there too much information presented to us for us to feasibly take action on any single issue?
Diffusion of responsibility.
Huh.
Yeah. I think about that a lot.
Like, you personally take responsibility for it?
I guess in aggregate. I guess if we're talking about taking in information, we need to be talking about addressing it as a group.
I think that as a society, we have a system of, the system itself is not designed to solve problems. The system itself is designed to perpetuate its own existence, which creates problems.
Right.
If, everything in the entire world tomorrow decided that we wanted to solve all the problems of the world, the aggregate power would be able to divide those into categories and knock them out. You know what I mean? It's just,
Sure.
We live in a capitalist world, that's spreading. And it's not that I'm opposed to capitalism in any way, but it is the issue. It's the reason why homeless people exist. It puts people in castes, and that hierarchy is built into the foundation of everything around us. And there will always be homeless people in this system because it makes people who are poor but not homeless feel better about themselves. You know what I mean? It's it helps cement everybody in their own position. You know, it's I could be worse. Yeah. And even the homeless people, I guarantee you there's a sub-level underneath them that there's crazier people than they are. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, so homelessness specifically, that's one of those things where you're just what level is acceptable of homeless? Yeah, what is? Because it's, there's always going to be, you can't save everyone, or can you? It's can you save everyone? Can you is there a way to say there's a percentage of the population that is hell-bent on sabotaging themselves at every single level, Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's are you supposed to save everyone? That's a crazy question. And also, to that, I mean, is capitalism responsible for homelessness, or is it responsible for bringing the most people out of poverty in the last 200 years than anything else?
Well, I guess you could only use that number by the fact that there are, 50 times as many people as there were 200 years ago.
Yeah, there definitely are. Is it 50? That's crazy.
Dude, there's 8.6 billion people in the world now.
Oh, man, I remember when it was 7 in our lifetime, I think.
Yeah, and I mean that number is such an unfathomable number that I can't even.
Yeah. Bruce is pulling up
beautiful
mind diagrams over here.
It's just a few stadiums full, 8.6 billion.
Should we lighten the mood and move into the segment that you planned for me?
Oh yeah,
me time.
Let's turn it around.
This is fun for Bruce too.
Let's lighten the mood and stop talking about cops and homeless people.
It's. I knew this was going to happen too. I'm I know this is supposed to be lighter, and
no, it's okay.
Andrew and I are just going to go deep dive.
We go deep.
No, it's good.
We'll go deep dive.
I'm trying to segment the episode.
It's it's not even. We're not even drinking.
Can I just bring that onto a optimistic note?
Go for it.
It's let's do it.
More people care now.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and that the information access that we have nowadays, while there is a very it's a big chunk of the people in the world, especially in America, are those hierarchical. They want to preserve their position or grow it. There are so many people who fucking care, and they are doing everything they can to try and make people's lives better. I think that's fucking badass.
Right. Unfortunately, the information bubbles are weird.
Yeah, you just don't get that information.
I like to do everything I can to help by walking down Congress Avenue in the middle of the day downtown and removing my shirt and letting whoever wants to.
It's a gift. You're a gift to the city.
Grasp my supple bosom, and once you touch it, it'll be okay. You know, everything will be okay.
You realize
kind
that
of
there
like
is
that guy that
something
gazes
far
at
worse.
you and you get healed.
Yeah. That
But
guy.
this is like you touch the nips.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that
Touch
guy's
my
name?
nips.
I forget. It's just the guy. Look up like man who stares at you and you heal. I love that shit so much. That's like
There he is.
Yeah.
That guy.
There
I
he
feel
is.
like if he looked at me, I would feel a little better.
I would feel a little better too.
He looks
Look at
very
those
kind.
eyes.
I would feel a little something.
Look at those
Yeah.
eyes. Those are
He
good
looks
eyes.
very
Those are
kind.
good. Those are vulnerable, sad eyes.
He kind of looks like Justin Trudeau.
He has his eyes are the entirety of Tom Hanks's career.
I wonder if this guy's Canadian.
If he's Canadian?
Yeah.
he looks
Looks
Canadian.
Native American.
He's got kind of a hoser haircut, eh?
I
he
feel
looks like Raiden's older brother.
Yeah, it's the movie Raiden.
Yeah.
The one, yeah.
No, just the Mortal Kombat Raiden.
Well, no, I know, but from the Mortal Kombat movie
Yeah,
version of Raiden.
Yeah.
Where he looked, it was just like a old, chill Canadian looking dude.
Bracco. His name's Bracco the Gazer.
Yes. This sounds like someone from
Baraka?
from Ghostbusters.
Did you say Baracco? I like that name. Good name.
Bracco. Bracco Hussein Obama the Gazer.
Oh, I like his name. That's a great
Guys,
name.
we got problems. What is it, Venkman? Bracco the Gazer. Anyway, so teach me, guys.
So Bruce, listen, I don't know if we've prepared you for this segment, but we have to introduce Alex to Lizzo.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know anything. I've been in my fucking information and music vacuum for like maybe a year and a half, which is the
he's
exact
never heard
amount
of
time.
Lizzo.
No, I've heard of her.
You've heard of her.
Yeah,
You
and
just
I've
don't
seen
know.
one photo. This is how I'm a hermit these days with
So
stuff.
I didn't know. I liked Lizzo before I knew who Lizzo was, only because like I very rarely ever hear a song come on the radio and think like, "Whoa, who the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's like that one song. It like starts out with that funky guitar
Yeah.
with a little bit of reverb and chorus on it. I was like, "Oh, that's my kind of guitar."
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, she's badass, man.
Yeah. She's all right. She's there. It's cool. I like her. I don't dislike her. That's the thing.
What's the deal? Summarize. What's the deal?
I mean,
with the,
you know,
can't summarize it.
she's got some pizzazz. She's a phenomenal performer. I personally don't know how she keeps it going, cardio wise.
yeah.
Because she's a big girl, you know. But she does. And
What's her Instagram handles? Like Lizzo likes to eat or something.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know. I brought this up the other day. I think I mentioned something to you. You're like, wait, I don't really know anything about her.
Yeah.
Oh, her Instagram handle is Lizzo be eating.
Yeah.
Well, you saw her at ACL when you were playing.
I thought it was always Lizzo beating. I thought it was just Lizzo beating. I was like, oh man, what are you beating though? Like, what is Lizzo
She
beating?
beat-
The man, I guess. I'm not sure.
No, dude,
Yeah, I saw
she's-
her at ACL.
She's fucking. If you deep dive into her a little bit, like she's been performing for years, like
Yeah.
years and
Yeah.
years and years, and everybody
It's
thinks
Tip
like
of
she
the
just came
iceberg
out
right
of
now.
nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I remember Andrew was making funny posts back in the day. No, it wasn't posts. You wanted to write a sketch with me about like, can we just talk about like that? Like, if you don't like Lizzo, someone just comes and kills you or
Yeah,
something.
I think that's
and I
the
was like,
thing.
I don't really know enough context.
I think that's what's funny is it's not that like okay. I think she's pretty easy to like. I think there's a lot of reasons you should like her.
I would just hang out. I would want to hang out with her.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to hang out with her. I dig her performances.
She just seems really funny, dude.
I don't know. She like I don't know. She tried to like she like put a Postmates driver on blast or some shit like that. Like got like a Postmates driver fired for like just not getting her food or something like that.
no.
She wore
I guess it's on brand with the Instagram name.
she wore like a dress to an NBA game earlier this week.
That's the
with,
one
like,
picture I've
no
seen of her.
ass in it.
That's the
So
one
it's just
picture I've
like her
seen.
ass is out in a public game where like kids are there and stuff like that. You're
Oh,
like, what do you-
she doxed her, dude. She posted a photo on her.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
she's
fucked.
just, you know, she's a diva, man. I mean, divas just do crazy. I think that's just what divas do, you know? But yeah, I don't know if I want to have I'd probably, if someone was like, you want to hang out with her, I'd be like, yeah, sure. I wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just to see what the whole deal's about.
Did you hang out with anyone at ACL?
I mean, I saw, who did I see? 21 Savage. Didn't hang out with him. Sat next to him on a bench while he was taking a photo shoot. I wasn't on the same bench because that
Just
would have
in
been
there.
weird. Yeah, that would have been
So
a weird
you
photo
hung
shoot.
out by him.
21 Savage was taking a photo shoot backstage And he had like a hat on, like a pimp hat on or something like that.
So was the artist lounge kind of like divided into cliques or something? Because it sounds like there wasn't much mingling.
It was just a big open courtyard.
Okay.
And there was just like different dressing rooms and stuff like that. And then it's just so like different artists had their own dressing rooms, and there's like a courtyard where you could come sit in the middle, or like tables. It was a really chill place. It was really cool. You can get like free like guitar repair kits. They just handed them to you.
Nice.
A lot of free stuff. So I feel like it's one of those things where like there's a lot of free stuff, but most artists are just like, whatever. They just kind of pass it up. But I was like, our asses, that's like the first time we'd ever seen something like that. So we're like, well, give us all the free stuff. Yeah, take this. What is this?
They can tell who the newbies are.
Yeah. But anyway, so let's pull up. So let's pull up a Lizzo performance, and we'll just
no audio.
No audio. Actually, you want to go no audio?
Well, I mean, we have to.
I mean, you can pull up some audio on the speakers. It might feedback a little bit. Yeah.
I don't want to get. I feel like Lizzo's legal team is probably hunting for this shit.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
probably are.
So let's mute it. Sorry, Lizzo.
They're hunting for.
Is it promotion or are we stealing? I don't know.
This is fair use.
Okay, I'm watching. Her sleeve is the same color as the background.
This is the Lizzo Performs Truth Hurts and Good as Hell music video awards.
She's looking.
Well, that's a
giant
big
butt.
ass. Yeah.
I love the butt, man.
I'm just gonna narrate this as I understand it.
You know.
So
oh my
it's
god, it's
like
a butt balloon.
It's kind of like a Austin Powers Gold member looking scenario. It's very gold and pink. There's a giant ass. There's white women going crazy. Gold plated dancers. The rest, all people of all races now going crazy.
There's a very important.
People of all races.
The butt is undulating.
It is twerking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a twerk. It's a giant twerking.
It's bubbling.
Obelisk.
I think this is a great.
She has a pirate corset on.
Yeah.
White girl going crazy.
I'm just a fan of butts, man.
Well, yeah.
I love this stage because
I think
I'm
we're
just
kinda
a fan
wired
of,
that way.
Yeah.
I think gay, straight, whatever.
See, all I see is like a fly's eyes.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't even
like
see a butt
fly's eyes.
anymore. It's like, why is that fly looking at me like that?
Now
Queen Latifah.
she has disrobed and is now in a neon yellow thing. And 2 people that look like Prince from the new album cover before he died. Four now are hugging her. 6.
They're clouds.
And they have clouds on their thing. And this person
girl
who
does not
figured
know
this
how to
out was
dance.
probably paid too much money. But good for them because it's hard to find that kind of money.
Yeah, it really is.
For this kind
Literally
of stuff.
hard to find that kind of money.
You know, being the music video festival this week, I'm realizing how rare it is to find people that are willing to invest in something like that.
Yeah. High risk ventures is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Somebody invested
Artistic.
in that big inflatable butt right there.
Is it
Somebody did
inflatable?
that. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a big inflatable butt.
Okay. What was Truth Hurts? Oh, so this is her actual tour.
No, this is the Video Music Awards.
Oh, okay. The VMAs are still going.
Yep.
There's still a thing?
Are there still there's like hardly any videos left.
Wow, that girl is fine. Oh my god. Not her.
White man in a
that
cowboy hat
that
now
cowboy hat's
currently
not okay.
going crazy.
You think that was real drink or you think that was water?
That's empty.
It was
bottle.
a plant. They
Was
were
that
planted.
empty?
That's an empty
drink.
bottle.
That was just a prop.
It's a Patron bottle that's been bedazzled.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
I can't judge. It's a thing.
It's pop-
I'm now
it's
Jeff
pop-
Goldblum. It's a very there's a giant buttocks. I like
yes,
that.
yes. Oh, love that.
Ooh,
Yes.
it's very,
do I love butts?
very,
yes.
very
a lot of
very
scintillating.
sensual performance there. It makes me. I'm going to step outside and call my wife for a few minutes. Maybe have a little alone time.
She's one of those There's a lot of performers out where it's just like I don't know. I listen to her records. It's okay. I don't think I'm ever gonna be like, I want to listen to just a whole Lizzo record. But I saw her at ACL.
Does anyone listen to a whole anything record?
I mean,
do
sometimes, yeah.
I do, but I think
Yeah.
people just listen to 6 seconds on TikTok, and that's their entire experience with the artist. But they love it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we
But,
talk about how there's like these little pits in here that these people are trapped?
Oh yeah, there's people
Yeah.
trapped
They're
in the
trapped
stage.
in the stage.
in a good way for them.
She went at ACL. She went for like 45 minutes an hour, like straight through, like
Damn.
killed it. Like I'm talking like Ramones energy, just like 45 minutes an hour. I'm just like, how are you doing this?
Dude, she's getting it from the crowd.
Yeah.
It's a
I guess so,
physical,
man.
That's true, that's
physical
true.
force being
fucking
fed
true,
back
innit?
into this
It's true.
person. It's amazing.
It really is, man. That's the phenomenon about it. It really is like a blur. Like think about the best sets you've played, and it really is just like pure. I don't even know. Because you get off stage, like it's hard to talk to people. I've never played a crowd anything near what she played at ACL, but I've still played really good crowds. And if you play a really good set to a really good crowd, afterwards it's hard. Like I need like 20 minutes. Just to come down.
And that's how you know how your best friends are, the ones that will like kind of pat you on the back and then leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah,
for like
I need you
minutes.
to leave me alone. 20 minutes after I play, I can't talk to anybody.
Dude, I'll never understand, like, and especially being like the lead singer, like you get done and you literally bend down to unplug your guitar, and there's already somebody there talking to you.
Yeah.
You're like, guys, there's a whole process here.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
guys,
understand.
hey.
But like, and the other thing is like when I get off stage, I'm always like so goosed if it's a good show that it's like, I'm always like self-conscious that I'm just like over the top on people all the like you know if it's people that saw the show they're goose too and it's like fuck yeah I don't know why I'm using goose
I don't know but
if it's a person that just walked in and you're talking to them and you're just like and they're like yeah we came in from California this weekend pretty cool and you're like anyway
so I found two very different ideas of goose watch your back and it's a girl getting her buttocks firmly grasped.
Again,
it's a movie
2017
from 2017, and then there's a book
this summer. Goosed,
written by Bill Wallace.
Oh, and this is a book about a small brown puppy being chased by a goose for an entire book.
Yeah,
by William Wallace.
Goose. Grades 3 to 5. So
this
I think
summer,
you guys could probably
watch your doggy ass. Goosed. They don't have that announcer anymore.
Experience
that joke is going to stop working soon for the new generations.
There's
because movies just have the Inception sound and then clips from the movie.
Here's another getting goosed. That's a goose.
That's a goose goosing another goose.
We see a goose.
I like how he
another goose
softly bites the neck.
Should we introduce Bruce to Misconnections, our Misconnections segment?
We want to do some Misconnections?
Sure. Yeah, what city?
Oh, Austin.
Austin?
Yeah, because just in case we know the places. Maybe we'll move on to other cities someday. Oh, nice. It's all still zoomed in.
Nurse wearing scrubs.
At Mighty Fine Burgers. I like that. Let's check that out. So we take turns reading these.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do this. I was at Mighty Fine in Round Rock Friday night. You came in around 7:15 p.m. You came in with a bigger guy. He had on a Pillsbury Doughboy shirt, and you had on nurse's scrubs. So glad you are a nurse. I am a nurse, too. Well, I'm a nurse practitioner currently working in hospice.
What I feel like
I was with my roommate. I had on my Colts jersey. Oh, he's from Indy. And a Chevrolet hat. This wardrobe is fantastic that we're talking about. Wait, I thought he was in scrubs. No, he's just a nurse. He's a nurse. Okay. My roommate had on his UPS delivery uniform. This is amazing. We sat at the same table next to you. I faced you. I'm hoping the big fella was a brother, cousin, or, roommate. You looked so unhappy sitting with him. It was apparent that he was annoying you. I couldn't hear your conversation good, but you did say something about him not using your credit card ever again.
Oh, my God.
I wanted to talk to you and make you smile. You're really pretty, and I bet you have an adorable laugh. How about trying someone who will actually make you happy and have a fun date with you where you laugh and have a good time? I first noticed you when you was buying his and your dinner. I do have my own bank ATM card. I do.
Let me make that clear now.
How about letting me use it to buy me and you dinner? Please email me. Maybe we can at least be friends. But I hope to take you out on a fun date. I guarantee you will have the best time and laugh the whole time. If he was more than a friend, no one has to. Oh, here's the cheating part, as usual. No one has to know. Just you and I about our date. From Sammer.
Sammer? Sammer? All that in your name is Sammer?
We read one last week where the guy's like, I saw you, and hopefully you're gay, but if you're straight, I can turn I can turn you, and no one has to know. And
I can turn you.
Your girl doesn't have to know.
Sammer? All that in your name is
it's a soccer player.
Sammer. All that in your name is the name of a psychopath.
Okay,
I want
to point out that this man, I assume it's a man by the name.
I mean, also in the Colts
Sammer.
jersey.
And the Colts jersey, that's true.
Women have better taste than Colts jerseys.
Or Colts in general. But there's not a single paragraph. These are all individual sentences, one after another, like a poem. This is
it's
prose.
kind of a cool poem.
This is
Yeah.
prose.
Yeah.
This is mighty fine poetry. Is what this is.
I like this one because it's very reasonable, even though there's the cringe level, but it's like he's being reasonable and he's explaining his whole thought process as opposed to last week where it's like, I exchanged glances with you.
Oh.
Call me, and that was it.
That's it.
I mean, he has to know that there is 0% chance.
0%.
There is 0% chance.
And she's not going to check misconnections. I mean,
Why
I
would
guess that's
she-
the whole.
yeah.
That's the fun. That's the funny. I shouldn't be explaining that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. When do you guys pick one and read one?
Hold on.
what's
Hold
up?
on.
You wanna talk a little more?
We got to unpack that one a little bit more.
I'm so
first
tired of
all,
the word unpack. By the way,
Yeah,
Okay.
but like we really need to.
Is it problematic? We need to unpack it.
Oh yeah. Let's
Sorry,
unpack,
did
unpack that? Oh no. When someone's like unpack that thought for me, I'm like, get bent.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
ahead, I'm just-
but yeah, no. Hey, give yourself more credit.
Oh, I'm
Okay?
Just say dive
You're
deep.
not stupid.
Just say dive
Okay.
deep.
Just say what?
Dive deep.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
let's-
dive deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Wait,
need to
what? That's
unpack.
worse. I don't want to dive.
That sounds
deep.
adventurous.
That
yeah.
does sound adventurous.
Let's take a deep dive into the mind. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know. I just want to. First of all, Colts jersey. Like you don't have to. Okay. You're just saying that you're just going to talk about Jacoby Brissett a lot, and like nobody wants to hear about Jacoby Brissett that much. We still recording? We're still good.
Just checking the camera.
Phone's still working.
We're still
We
new
got a
at
dog
this.
in here. Second of all, I'd like to imagine that he was writing this whole thing before he left Mighty Fine and was actually typing it on his phone while he was taking a piss, looking at these two because they have those like see-through. Have you been to Mighty Fine in their restrooms?
but not lately. Do they have the see-through?
They have restrooms
two-way-
where you literally urinate while you're looking into the dining room. It's like a
Lord.
like a
Oh,
one-way
I bet
mirror.
it's for parents.
That is
It's
It's probably for
crazy,
parents
dude.
to
Intriguing.
helicopter their kids.
It's it's a little weird, like because taking a piss, watching people eat, little strange. I feel like a few too many emotions when I'm in those restrooms, and I don't
Fair
want to
enough.
feel those those
it was,
emotions.
it was the architect's vision. I want people to feel everything when they take a piss at what is it? Mighty Fine, whatever. Yeah, but this is my vision,
Dude, you guys are missing the fact that the guy literally had on a Pillsbury Doughboy shirt.
Yeah,
His,
the enemy,
the
That
enemy
man,
boyfriend,
the rival.
Yeah.
The rival.
And then they had UPS
identifies
and Colts.
himself.
It's a really incredible scene that they set
Yeah.
the stage for here.
This man identifies himself with
Yeah,
just a formless, soft, pre-biscuit man.
Yeah.
And you had on a Garfield shirt. You guys take the wheel.
Okay, let's do
Find one on the list.
let's do the
If
next
it's
one.
too
here.
short, you can skip.
The next one is Walmart self-checkout.
There's a lot of the checkouts. Oh,
Let's
self checkout.
Let's dive deep. All right, let's do a little. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's
How
go down.
does
Let's
it?
see what we got.
How does it change anything?
Ooh, that one sounds moody. I like that.
That does sound moody. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or wait, I love the F4M. You seem nice, but I can't hit on you at work.
Oh, do that.
Can you see it from there?
Yeah, I finally remembered your name today at work. You have a nice smile and come in a lot, but we never get to chat for long. I can't hit on you at work. Not even sure I should post this. If you're interested in me too, tell me what you ordered today and what I was wearing so I know it's you. Oh!
That's a very classic misconnection.
Yeah,
This is
that's
very, very vague.
This is a very big.
But
yeah.
it says Georgetown Wolf Ranch, so I
It's
think
in that
that's
circle. It's
What
in that
is-
circle of Georgetown.
What is George? Do they have wolves? Is it like a wolf preserve?
There's definitely no wolves in Georgetown. Just wasps.
Coyotes?
Was
A lot of wasps.
Oh, it's not even a place. It's just a street,
Mm,
and she's looking.
it's
she
like an
didn't put enough
area.
bait on the lure here.
So we're talking about
I mean,
a restaurant.
bait on the hook. Sorry,
We're talking about a restaurant.
goosed.
If we're okay, so I'm gonna say, let's say Jack in the Box.
You know, that's probably not too far off.
Yeah, we're gonna say a fast food establishment of some sort.
Yeah.
She's very shy.
Wait, it says that he comes in frequently. This implies that he comes in frequently.
Oh, I
So
see.
perhaps it's a coffee place, maybe a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be. We could be talking about a Starbucks.
Let's see.
It's-
Wolf
I'm
Ranch.
goosed about it either way.
Either way, I'm goosed.
I'm goosed.
This is going to
I'm
turn
goosed
in.
about these
This is going to
misconnections.
morph from us just reading
Into
these to
stalking.
like us like trying to figure out who these people
Yeah.
are, and then going and following them.
At some point, we're gonna oust these people.
Ooh, there's a Chick-fil-A right there, and a Starbucks.
We're going Starbucks.
I mean, Chick-fil-A, too. People go to Chick-fil-A very frequently.
I can see people going there a lot. Did she mention anything about Sundays?
Chick-fil-A, yeah. Can't see you on Sundays because we're closed on account of the Lord.
But I won't tell you where I work.
I'm going to say Starbucks.
There's a Raising Cane's there. I would go there over Chick-fil-A.
I want to go there now.
Can we go there now?
Right. You want to take one, Bruce?
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, that one wasn't that juicy.
Yeah, it was very classic. That's kind of what it was meant for.
Misconnection on southbound Lamar. Ooh, I go on southbound Lamar.
That's where you work.
That's where I work. Somewhere north of Old Torf Street. You glance at me going down Center Lane, South Lamar. You looking for a left turn opportunity and found one right behind me. We smiled immediately. You had long, straight, beautiful red hair. Hopefully still do there. I'm in the truck with long hair too. We parted at an intersection. Would you unmiss this misconnection?
Well,
wait, was I supposed to do a voice?
You don't have to.
I mean, no, that's fine. That's probably what he sounded like anyway. So first of all, guy or a girl?
This is a guy.
This is a guy.
Yeah,
I assume he's a guy.
Yeah.
How funny would it be?
Because he said long, straight, beautiful red hair.
You're the bartender at Everly.
Yeah, I know everyone has the same haircut, but you're the one who's like not the tallest, but not the shortest.
You're the bartender at Everly. You resemble a better-looking Brendan Fraser.
I actually had a woman tell me that last night.
Nice. There you go. You're welcome.
Verbatim. She said, "It's like you move just like Brendan Fraser." And I was like, "What does that even mean?" Have you ever? She's like, "I don't know
how he moves though nowadays."
He moves.
Clapping.
Yeah. Obviously. Oh my god, dude, that GIF is number one. I'm gonna pull that up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was waiting for. I thought you were gonna pull that up right when.
I'm sorry, I've been so distracted thinking about how Brendan Fraser moves.
This is how he moves.
I mean,
if you haven't seen the GIF,
these days probably pretty slowly. He's a big boy.
Brendan Fraser.
He's
clapping.
a big boy now.
Oh, it's a whole video now. Oh, spazzes out and does a crazy clap.
De Niro. Scorsese.
Must have been for the. Oh.
So drunk, you know.
And that was the end of his career.
And that was.
I wonder, was that for The Departed? No, what was the movie? What movie before Brendan Fraser got kind of haggard had Scorsese in? No, it was probably a Lifetime Achievement thing. Anyway, it was probably Goosed. Martin Scorsese's final film.
I don't even know how to spell Scorsese.
Scorsese. There's my little brother calls him Farty Scorsese.
All award shows for the last 20 years have essentially just been De Niro and Scorsese laughing at each other.
Yeah.
Like,
you're a good guy. You're a good guy. I work with you.
Like, it's just De Niro standing on stage, and then Scorsese
you're fantastic to work with. It's really good.
Scorsese just chuckling. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I know. I made that other movie that made $40 million.
And Bobby, I call him Bobby. He's my best friend. You know, you're fantastic to work with as well. And let's give each other awards for the next 40 years.
Who's this Brandon Fraser?
If I was Scorsese, I would just walk around laughing. What do we got on time?
We are at 1 hour.
Oh.
Well, 53 minutes.
We got 7 minutes.
Yeah, we can cover.
We got 10 minutes. What do we want to do? We want to do a news story? Let's do some news stories. Let's do some the onion.
Yeah, we did not the onion last week. That was pretty fun.
Baby boomers are more sensitive than millennials, according to the largest ever study on narcissism.
I don't even want to get into that fucking time. I'm so tired of that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tired of
We're just a bunch of fucking atoms, and we all hate each other. It's over.
Atoms? What?
All right.
Like
atoms.
ATOMS.
Okay, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. That shows
141-year-old fruitcake is a Michigan family's heirloom.
Nice. So I didn't grow up having fruitcakes. Did you? Is that part of y'all's holidays?
No.
Didn't have a slice of fruitcake till I was 26.
They're fucking delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah,
it's
they're delicious.
It's kind of like aged fruit, right? Or like dried. Or,
I have no idea.
It's kind of like a hard gel.
I thought it was something that like a mob boss
on.
calls his questionable son.
Hold up. Man whose farts can kill mosquitoes 18 feet away, hired to create repellent.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
That's marvelous.
Okay. 18 feet away. How?
Oh, man.
So many questions. Go to the article.
Okay.
What is this thing going next to his head? This Star Trek like sensor.
That's the fart gun.
They're scanning his barcodes. The giant.
Okay, everybody has a gift of some kind they like to think sets them apart from their fellow man. That's how this article starts.
Great. Don't bury
This
the
man
lead.
from Uganda, and yeah, he says his farts can kill mosquitoes. I don't.
It all sounds like a prank. Hold on. Let's go. Let's go up. Let's go up. I'm going to read this in the 1920s detective voice.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Curious case of this.
Scroll down just a bit. Scroll down just a bit. It all sounds like a prank, a fake news, but apparently his claims are legitimate and have been confirmed by folks who live in this community. Scroll down. In Uganda, mosquitoes are not simply the annoying pests that they are here in North America, where they can drive the most sturdy individual indoors with their pervasiveness, desire, and their bites to draw blood. In Africa and other parts of the world, mosquitoes only carry disease because they carry malaria, a sickness that can hurt it's really weird because it's so far away. That can turn deadly very quickly. It's no wonder his tools are seen as treasures. His farts are treacherous. They repel disease.
Yeah,
He's got magic farts. He's a 48-year-old Ugandan man with magic farts.
A very specific magic.
It's like a real X-Men.
Yeah, he's an X-Man.
All right, one more.
Okay, let's see.
Dude, I am really sick of the obsession over millennials and boomers and Gen Y and Gen Z and the
They will not divide us.
just
that
some
being
more groups.
that being said, I am really tired of just generally like older people.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And
I'm gonna be there one day. I know.
Yeah,
it.
sure.
I know
Just
it for a
gotta,
fact.
I'll
be that way.
What do you think about TikTok? You'd have no idea.
Look, I mean, sure, but also like I'd be freaked out too if I was that age. Like it just. I
don't know, man.
The
I know
world's
a lot
pretty confusing. Imagine being 40 years older in this world, or 30. You just be like, what?
Put up with
imagine being 70 and then like looking at like Lil Yachty, seeing like Lil Uzi Vert, or like seeing like Gucci Mane on TV.
It's
You're
just
like, who is this?
It's just motherfuckers with tattoos. They've had tattoos since forever. Like it's a mindset that you allow yourself to settle into, where you're afraid of change and you're afraid of accepting the world as it is. I know plenty of older people who are fucking awesome and they understand that life is life and it changes. And then there's people who refuse beyond to every possible way they can to change or let things change. They hate it for it.
Yeah.
That's the difference between your cool uncle and your not cool uncle.
Yeah. And
Or
your
aunt.
Yeah.
Aunt. AUNT.
Or whatever they're going to...
Oh, this is a good one. Biden says you have to keep punching to address domestic violence.
Oh, Lord.
Remember when political gaffes...
We're going to keep punching until we defeat it.
You remember when political
Biden,
gaffes were?
So I've got a theory that all the crazy crap that Biden is saying is basically campaign ploy. I think he might be losing cognitive function, but also I think somebody
seem to like that now. So.
I think I think somebody might be telling him like, dude, you got to go up against Trump, so like just start saying crazy shit. I bet you he has like somebody that writes these crazy things.
God, they just have it so wrong. Like all they need is somebody to get up there and just call a guy a fucking loser, like swear. You know what I mean? Like
Trump is a fucking loser.
Yeah, just be like, wow, Trump's a fucking
God.
fat idiot. Like that's all they have to say, and everybody will think that.
No, we can't say fat idiot on our side.
Have you guys
because
seen?
Then we'll fight each other over using the word fat until Trump wins.
Have you guys seen?
But we could call him a fucking loser.
I think the problem with Biden is whatever plastic surgery Botox they're pumping into him every day to try and make him look not 78 years old
Not 78.
is starting to affect his mind.
Like Dr. Octopus's suit.
You guys seen House of Cards?
Yeah.
All we need is
go for it.
Nope.
You guys discuss.
So all we need is the Conway character that runs against Underwood in like season 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So he plays a Republican in that show. All they really need is like a not Republican version of that, because you're just running against Trump, so it's got to be the other party. Have a guy that's like that, but like just a Democrat, but just like basically stop going too far left. Just like go like be like a John Kerry, but like cooler and younger, and like how to use social media. That's all you need. You just need somebody that's like not Trump and also just not crazy, and then like also understands technology. And you're telling me all those millions of dollars, you can't find one person to do that?
But would a person like that be able to get the millions of dollars? Is the question.
Yeah, it's a tough.
I mean, that's objectively all you need to win. Is you just need somebody young enough to understand what's going on, and then not crazy enough that you scare away independents, and then just basically enough to draw in people from the right that feel disenfranchised by the alt-right. So it's like, why? I mean, you're not picking that guy, you know? It's like, why? Why not? It's so weird, dude. It's a weird time.
I mean, who? You know what I mean? Like, who wants to take that mantle? I certainly.
I mean, Obama came out of nowhere.
You're saying, but like, Obama is also a neoliberal. You know, like he's not at all a good solution. Like Obama was a great president in comparison to Donald Trump, but at the end of the day, like he expanded all of the fucking toxic American, imperialist kind of things as well, and that's why a lot of people didn't like Obama.
Yeah.
Most people didn't like Obama back when he was running. Like, he barely won the second election, you know? Like, nobody really wanted him to do it with, like, the drone strikes and, like, the expansion in the Middle East and shit. Like, he was not good in a lot of ways. He's just not a fucking crazy asshole.
Yeah. I think that's what I want to go back to. I think the moral of the story is I just want to not have a crazy asshole.
Yeah, everybody would take George Bush at this point.
Yep.
Well, because it's like, the more crazy asshole factor is just the more unsafe everybody's going to feel.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you could, because you can argue policy all day long. You could say this guy did this and this and that, and there's a million reasons why he should have done it, and there's a million reasons why he should have or shouldn't have. But at the end of the day, really, a president is just a figurehead.
Yeah.
That needs to like unify people. That's all it really matters. Your politics doesn't really matter that much unless you have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, then the decisions the president makes probably impacts your wallet. But other than that, as far as like on the whole, like you're supposed to just be a figurehead, just give good speeches and like say the right stuff.
See, I think the opposite. I think at this point in history and time, like if we don't have somebody who has a sensible idea for the future that isn't based on just pure, if we need a figurehead for sure, but we need somebody that's has idealism or an ideal that is greater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just going to keep going along until the fucking Roman Empire collapses.
I mean, if it happens after I'm dead, I'm cool with that.
All right, let's shall we?
All right, so let's wrap it up.
Thanks for watching episode 2. If anyone made it this far, you get an achievement unlocked, a badge for your gamer profile.
Yeah, send us the code word. What's our code word? End of episode code word.
What's backwards of Tigercop?
Let's just read it. Let's read one of the misconnection titles.
Oh, how about
that'll
Pillsbury
be the code
Doughboy.
word.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Pillsbury Doughboy code word. Leave it as a comment, and we'll give you a shout out on the next podcast. How about that?
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
The whole experience.
Yeah,
collect the episodes.
Yeah, does that make who's Vanna White?
What?
Are we gamify? If we're a game show now, who's
no? It's like making it into a video game. Like Uber will be like go on this many rides and blah blah blah.
There we go. Bruce, thanks for doing it.
Yeah, and thanks for having me, dude. Yep. I feel exactly like I did leaving the theater of episode 2.
There we go. Tell people where they can
coarse and rough
listen
like
to your
sand.
things.
Just like not really sure, but I was glad I did it, and I'm excited for the next one.
Look into your producer. Look into your producer camera and tell people where they can hear your stuff.
You can hear my stuff on the Spotify, midcenturyband.com, Facebook, Apple Music, all the things. So, I'm sorry, I got distracted. I think, is Vanna White married to Alex Trebek?
No. Are they?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. And on that, we're out.
That's really
Goodbye.
funny. A question to ponder.
Okay. Bye.